Good morning, trucking junkies. I did not do a video yesterday. The drive was short and it was dark most of the time. Uh, we are running on recap, so I wasn't able to get home Saturday morning in time to be able to get a full 34 in before I had to leave yesterday. Now I could have left at like 9:30 last night, and I would have gotten my 34 in, but that would have put me here at like 2:30. And it was already late when I got here at like 9. No, I wouldn't drive that late. So we'll just run on recap. It's fine. We'll be all right. Somebody in the comments wanted me to talk about per diem, so that's what I'm going to talk about today. But we're going to talk about that later going down the road. I've already been sitting here an hour and a half. I need to hurry up. It's like 9:30. I was here at like 7:50. I didn't get to park here. I had to park down at the QT at the next exit. Now, the gate that I was going through was closed, but there's another gate that's not closed at night, but they're still doing construction on the railroad through here. So I would have had to turn around and go like 20 miles out of the way just to get to that other gate, which is like right around the corner. I wasn't doing that, so I just went down to the next exit and found a parking spot at the QT, and that's where I sat for the night. And then I rolled down here. It was only like 8 miles away. So rolled down here and got here at 7:50, checked in, and they said, it's going to be a wait. That's normal. But whatever. We'll get unloaded eventually. We are finally done. Almost 5 hours. I got here at, it was 7:50 when I got here, and it's 12:43 right now. It's almost 5 hours. What's the problem here? Hold on a minute. If you put in the right pro number, your detention request will actually go through. That's my fault. Putting in the wrong stuff. So yeah, almost 5 hours. Everything is frozen. I had to pull off. Now look at this guy. They see me coming. I had to pull off the tarps outside. They wanted me to pull them off outside. So I had to get my rubber mallet out and knock all the ice off of it. It was just coming off in like shards and sheets, and it was horrible. I'll wait. You're going home at 5 o'clock. That'd be fine. But anyway, it was cold. I had to change gloves 3 times because they were wet and cold. My fingers were frozen. Horrible. They're usually quicker than that here. Maybe it's just because of the cold or whatever. I don't know. Normally I'm only here maybe 2 hours. Maybe. Normally I'm not here 5 hours, that's for sure. Alright, well, we've squeezed by everybody. Well, we're deadheaded down to Fort Smith. We're going to get a whopping 130 something miles today. we might get out of Fort Smith in the next 5 hours. They've already used it. All of my work time. Oh, there's another Maverick with some ice on his trailer. Doesn't matter. Let's get the heck up out of here. So normally I can fit my steel tarps and all 3 green tarps in one side box, one tarp box. Today I could fit, because of all the ice and everything that was still on them when I folded them. And I'm going to tell you something. Folding up vinyl tarps while they're icy is not fun. They want to slide, go all over the place, and not fold up right. But today I was able to fit my 2 steel tarps and 1 green tarp in there. They look like they're rolled up bigger than my lumber tarps. So per diem. We'll talk about per diem, because I don't know if I'm gonna get on the road any more than what I am right now. Per diem, you get paid every day. Well, I'm gonna say you get paid. That's not what really happens. So you're allowed $65 a day per diem from the federal government. And Maverick, if you opt into per diem, they will take out that $65 every day that you're driving. Weekends don't count if you're not driving. Okay? It's only when you're driving, only when you're out away from the house. All right? And what that says is the government is saying that's what it's going to cost you to be out and about all week while you're at work. $65 a day. Okay? So the government does not tax that $65. All right? That's the good part about it, is they don't tax it. All right? So when you file your taxes, you're not actually filing on what you completely made that year. You're only filing on a portion of that. So, like, I'll give you an example. This year I filed on 71.5 and some change, right? Or actually I made 71.5 and some change. I only filed on 48 something. All right? And that is because the rest of that is in per diem pay. It's non-taxable through the federal government. Arkansas still taxes me on that $65. Okay? But the federal government does not. The bad part about that is that that Social Security tax is not held out on that $65 either. So, when you get ready to retire, it's not going, your retirement pay is not going to reflect all of the money that you actually made, because part of it is non-taxable. Does that make sense? So there's good to it and there's bad to it. Yup. See, there's the gate I should have came in, but I wasn't going to flip around and go 20 miles. Wasn't going to do it. But anyway, but yeah, that's the ups and downs of per diem. It's not that hard. Okay? It's just basically you're allowed $65 a day of non-taxable pay. How's that? Let's go. Guess what, people? We're picking up some bar. No tarper. All right. And also, guess what? We're going someplace new. Well, I've been there before, but I was a kid. I have not trucked here before, though. We're going down to Laredo, Texas, where it's warm, instead of Michigan, where it's freezing. So I'm a little happy about that. And I get to see stuff I hadn't seen in forever. And that That Oklahoma was ridiculous today, man. I had to bring out the rubber mallet. Smack off all the ice. It was ridiculous. Somebody hit the side of their building. Scoot around Mr. F&S. He's in my way. Back her up. Makes it difficult when they do it kind of like this, where they've got one that stops at number 3 instead of going all the way up here to number 1. I should have had my flashers on. So we're gonna back her up, get her straightened up a little bit more, because we got another Maverick driver that's gonna come right into where we're at. There we go. Get on in there, trailer. Like a glove. Kind of. You gotta get way over. And if you angle it too much, then you screw yourself up on the other side. So it's better to do it in little small increments, I think. There we go. Mucho better. And back her straight up. If I had my GoPro, I could show you what I was doing with the stinking steering wheel, but, you know, haven't bought another one yet. So you just have to get the front view. So, we're loaded. We're secured. We've done a brake test. That works. I just proved it. And I've taken a shower. And it's just now 5 o'clock. We've still got about 4.5 hours of drive time left. Yeah, a little less. 4:21. So I'm gonna drive. I think I'm gonna drive a couple of hours tonight, and then tomorrow that'll set us up to drive the rest of it tomorrow and be there early enough to where we can park at the customer and get in at 8 o'clock. Now, some of y'all are wondering why I did that. Well, because this dude over here on my right is in a spot he shouldn't be in, which forces, if you go behind him, it forces you into a tree over there that scratches your truck. That's why I did that, because I don't want to scratch my truck. And they don't cut that limb back, so it's just all out there and stuff. And I'd rather not. Usually you hug the left side of that, but he's sticking out there a little far, so we'll just avoid that whole mess, right? But yeah, that'll set us up. Apparently they let Maverick in an hour early at this place. Everybody else got to wait till 9, but if you get there and you stay, then they'll let you in at 8. Sweet. That'll be Wednesday morning. That'll set us up to get something else. Maybe have a pretty good week this week. Last week was pretty good. I had almost 3,000 miles last week. Didn't get a whole lot of time at home, but got the miles. And that's okay. Every now and then that happens. It doesn't happen often. You know? I don't know where this dude thought he was going. He hadn't decided yet whether he's going to come into Maverick or not. I guess he decided. But anyway, it's going to rain. And it's going to be dark here pretty soon. So that'll be it for today. I appreciate you being here. Hit that subscribe button for me and leave me a comment. Have you ever been to Laredo, Texas? If you answer that question, then I know you watched to the end. I'll see you tomorrow.